Y'all know I love me some heatless curls. I'm gonna show you a new technique. This is gonna give you curls that are different directions that really add volume and fullness throughout your curls. So let's hop into the tutorial. I have just a little bit of curl left over. I'm just gonna spritz that with water. You're wanting to keep the hair 80% dry, so we're just barely spritzing it with water to give it a little bit of dampness. If your hair does not hold curl well, I would recommend getting one of our smaller curlers. I'm gonna be using one of our medium-sized curlers today. And if you have a hard time with them lasting all day, even if they curl really well, use a mousse or a wave spray throughout your hair, and that will give it amazing hold and grit. I usually just spray mine with a little bit of water, and that's it though. We're gonna part our hair where we want it to be. I'm gonna leave it parted on the side, but I'm going to part it down the center in the back. And we're gonna brush that to make sure there's no tangles. Then I'm gonna take our medium-sized curler. As you can see, it's like so squishy and soft, so comfortable to sleep on. A lot of times, the ones that you're gonna get for cheaper on Amazon or something like that are an actual foam, and so they're not nearly as comfortable. So if you've struggled with that one, I'll link ours below and you can grab one. They are amazing. You won't have any trouble sleeping with them. I just clipped off the side that I'm not wrapping currently, and I'm going to begin with a section from the front and a section from behind my curler. This is almost gonna be like you're braiding your hair around the curler, and it's gonna give you really beautiful different directional curls. It does take a second to kind of get the hang of it, but try it. I promise it's easy. You just gotta hang with it for a second. So I'm gonna wrap it around. The tricky part is when you start adding the hair in. So I have created a little X. I wrapped the section from the front away from my face, and the section from the back towards my face. I'm gonna add to the section that is from the front, and we're gonna wrap that away from my face and around the curler. Now we're gonna add to the section from the back. Take a little chunk of hair, add it to that strand you already have going, and wrap it towards your face and fully around the curler. Take this section, add your hair in. The key, in my opinion, to keeping your sections from like mixing with each other is to wrap it fully around the curler before doing your other one. So I have it fully around back in the same spot, and then we're gonna add the hair in from the back to our section that's coming towards our face. Make sure you're keeping tension on that hair and keeping it tight around your curler. I'm gonna be adding in my last little section of hair, wrapping it all the way around. And now you're almost just doing a braiding technique. Wrapping one, and then wrapping the other. And then wrapping one, and then wrapping the other. And then I'm gonna get to the end. I'm gonna push them up a little bit. And then I'm gonna secure those with my scrunchie. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Okay, my hair is wrapped. I'm gonna take my Day Wave Spray. I'm just gonna spritz that on my already wrapped hair. This is just gonna give it a little bit extra grit and hold. And then we're gonna do my favorite thing to keep it out of my face. We're gonna twist it away from our face. We're gonna take the edge of our curler and just loop it through one of the scrunchies on both sides. And then I'm just gonna pull that together to keep it nice and tight, and we'll sleep in it or let it sit for 4 hours. We've left our curlers in, so let's take them out and see how the curls look. They're already looking so good. I like to just kind of shake them out once I get them unwrapped. Using that smaller curler really does give you a really bouncy, fun, voluminous curl. And I love the way they turn out. I always like to finish mine with a hair oil. This is the Day Prickly Pear Oil. It just kind of smooths out any frizz and keeps them really shiny and smooth. I also usually like to do a deeper part when I have a really bouncy curl, just to give me extra volume and movement. But that is all I do. I just finish with some hair oil. If you have a hard time keeping your curls in place and keeping them bouncy, use a hairspray or a texture spray and it'll hold them in place.